Hello, everyone. My name is Anja, but you already know that. Happy New Year to everyone who is celebrating, who already celebrated, who will celebrate. Yeah, first of all, I would like to share with you something really interesting, an interesting fact. And this is, I was really preparing for today's webinar. And like a half hour ago, or yeah, I would say like 45 minutes ago, there was a power outage. So that means there's no electricity. And my laptop battery, is dying, and my phone battery is dying. And I'm like, hmm, okay, that's interesting. I didn't finish my presentation. I was like, oh my God, this is like the worst case scenario. But I decided otherwise. I just decided that I'm going to have fun today. No stress. Whoever will watch this, this is my promise to you that you will get information, like new information that you can use also in your career, in your job searching process and stuff like that. And yeah, let's get this party started. I don't know how how long is gonna last because I will let you know when my battery will die. But yeah, like in this, I hope that we will have together half an hour or 45 minutes. Let's just have some fun, okay? So, yeah, let's first start with intention. Let's start with intention. And this is something that I would really like to emphasize, that every time when you will, you know, search for a new job, or you will do something, or you will be like starting a new project, just start with intention. So, what do you want to achieve with it? Yeah, what do you want that is result of something that you are doing? And today our topic is about interview communication. Um, Interview communication and interviews, that can be really stressful. And sometimes, not sometimes, most of the times, when you go an interview, it doesn't go like you initially imagined that it will go. So yeah, first start with intention. What do you want? Like, do you want to convince somebody that you are, the right person for this job? Or do you want to negotiate like the number that you have in mind, like in financial package? Or you want to get information? Like, set an intention. What do you want from this conversation? And in one of our previous webinars, we covered the topic like how to prepare for interview. Yeah, so we're not going to go there, like how to empower yourself with all the information that you can use in the interview, like researching the company, and what to do and how to be like really, really confident. But today, let's focus on interview itself and the communication. Okay. And I'm going to share with you a few facts that are, this is like, seriously, it's like my natural state and everything, what I believe in and how I do it. And I built the whole business, on this fact, and also how I function in my, I would say, personal life and business life. So, what I want you to understand is my perspective. How are we interacting with each other? How are we influencing on each other? Okay, as human beings, as people. So just picture, yeah, the interview, so that you are going, like it can be an online interview, or it can be a face-to-face interview. For example, if you're invited to a location, and what is happening then? Okay, first of all, I want you to understand, or just how can I say? I want you to accept this information that we are energy beings, that we emit energy around us. Yeah, like each and every one of us, we have around our body, we have this electromagnetic field, and that is created by our heart. I don't know if you're familiar. I think that I mentioned a few times that in the past, but Heart Math Institute, so that's heart, our heart, yeah, math, like mathematics, MATH, Heart Math Institute, is a scientific organization that is researching, that has been researching electromagnetic field of our heart for more than 30 years now. Yeah. And I am a Heart Math Institute certified trainer, so I know what I'm talking about. When two people come together or more people come together, we are interacting on each other with our electromagnetic fields. Okay. And in this electromagnetic field that we have around ourselves, which is called torus, we have our thoughts, we have our emotions, we have our attitudes, our, perceptions, and everything that we believe around ourselves. I mean, about ourselves and about the world. Yeah. We carry in our energetic field. And when we interact with some other person that has, their own beliefs, their own perception, their own emotions, their own thoughts, yeah, sometimes it's conflicting. Like if we are not vibing on the same vibrational frequency, then there cannot be a match. And sometimes that happens when we are present at the interview, at the job interview, because when you go to the job interview, you are empowered or you have limited amount of information. Okay. And then, for example, on the other side, there is a person who expects, like they are, expecting somebody to appear at the interview that they met only through their CV. So, okay, let me be a little bit more clear about that. You send a CV, yeah, you present yourself as this super amazing candidate, that you would like to get a new job opportunity, and you present yourself as someone, who you think they would like. Okay. And then when you go to the interview, and then a person on the other side, yeah, actually sees this who is behind the CV, and if the energy doesn't match, or if you are like, if you are radiating different energy that your CV radiates, a lot of disruption can happen. Okay. So it's not only about how you appear when you show up. Oh, yeah, now I'm going to convince him or her that I'm the best candidate. No, it goes beyond that. So a lot of things is happening already before you meet. Okay. When you send a CV, you have to really careful, but you have to be aware what kind of energy, what kind of person, what, like, who are you presenting? Because if that is not going to be who will you be presenting when you will meet somebody, yeah, it's not going to end well. Okay. So that's first thing that you need to know. We're not gonna go like really, really deep into this today. If somebody wants to ask me something, or like how am I doing? How am I supporting people? Yeah, you can find me on LinkedIn, you can find me on Facebook, you can find me on Instagram, you can send me an email. I'm definitely how do you say, approachable. Yeah, you can, or reachable. Yeah, you can reach me. But when you are like, if we go back to the interview, yeah, like picture yourself that you show up in this office, or in online space, and then they start asking you questions. And most of the people, most of the people, they feel like they are interrogated. And it's like, oh, yeah, this is normal. It should be like that. No, it shouldn't be like that. This is not what I'm promoting. um, you can maybe like take a piece of paper now, and a pen, and just write this down. Maybe it will shock you. Maybe it will be like, oh, Anja, you're crazy. Maybe you will laugh. But in general, like in most cases, job interview, yeah, is the conversation between two liars. When you go deep down and you really, 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 and you're really honest with yourself, and you see also the other side, you kind of see that this is true. Because everybody, like each side, they want to present themselves as perfect, but nobody's perfect. Yeah. And also, when a company or like an interviewer or an HR person is asking you to share your, how can I say, weaknesses, yeah, how do you feel? How do you feel when they ask you, oh yeah, can you share me like five of your weaknesses? How are you feeling then? Like, how do you feel? Not really good, yeah. So it's what I'm promoting and what I help, to understand, like people to understand, is they have the right to align these energies, because as soon as you feel in this subordinate position, so that you feel less worth, it's like, oh yeah, this is an HR person, this is the CEO of the company, this is a recruiter or whatever, I'm here and he is or she is here, yeah, so I have to do everything what they say so they will like me. No, it doesn't go like that. It should be like this. Yeah. The conversation needs to be aligned. The energy needs to be aligned. And you can do that really, like, I would say, easily, or like you can have fun with it. Yeah. Just set the intention that the conversation will be playful, that you will get as much information as possible, that you will not let that you will feel, less worth, because you have to know something. You are the solution. You are potential solution. And when you go to the job interview with this mindset that you are potential solution for the company that is having, okay, someone wrote this. Okay, I feel terrified about interviews because I'm afraid I'll say something wrong and they will read too much into it and take it out of context. Perfect. That's a perfect example. So what? So what? You are not perfect. They are not perfect. If you say something stupid or whatever, it's like, okay, and you will see probably in their eyes. I was like, okay, I don't know if that's the right answer, or like, don't apologize. Okay, don't apologize, but don't be like, yeah, I don't care what you think. No, it's not like that. You don't have to feel terrified, because it's only conversation. They are not deciding about your life. They are only, they are only there to open the door or to close the door. But you will get, like, you will build this trust when you will be like 100% authentic. Most of the companies, most of the HR people, most of the recruiters, they are learned. They don't know how to do it otherwise, but they are learned to put the candidate in this subordinate position. Yeah. Because it's like, oh, we are the company, now you have to do everything what we say, so we will like you. No, it doesn't go like that. So when you will really stand in your power, and just remember, it's a conversation. It's a conversation. It's nothing else. So it's not interrogation. It's not, I don't know. It's not, how do you say, like, you shouldn't be afraid of it. Yeah. And because they are not monsters. They are not monsters. They are just people who have problem in their company. They have this open position in their company and they invited you for an interview because they see the potential that you could be the potential solution. Okay. And more information you will have before the interview, more chances you will get to present yourself as the solution. And it's really important. For example, I really encourage people to connect to whoever, like the interviewer, the HR person, the recruiter, whatever, before the interview, so you know who you will be talking to. Yeah. So this, that there will be already this collaboration, not collaboration, relationship will be already built. But there are not wrong answers. Yeah, we have to yeah, we have to be aware of that. They're not right or wrong answers. It's just the perception how somebody will see us. But we have to also go, like I say, when we start with the conversation, when we go to the interview, we have to ask ourselves, what do I want from this interview? Do I want that these people, like the person or whatever, like, oh, yeah, you are the best candidate, like, and we will do everything that you will join this company, or, you will, but you don't know what that will bring. It's like, do you have any suggestions for stress, anxiety relief? Another question. Okay, perfect. Yeah. I'm just, I'm reading questions in between. Yes, absolutely. When you go, for example, me personally, what am I using is heart focus breathing. And heart focus breathing means when you are thinking about, like, when you find yourself in a stressful situation, like before the meeting, before the interview, yeah, it's really, really, really important that you do not focus on the problem, on the future, like, oh my God, like this and this and this and this can go wrong. Yeah. But you, for example, when you are waiting outside, in the waiting room, or like in a bus, or on a bus, or in a car, or whatever, or when you're walking, you just focus, like when you are breathing, yeah, just focus on your heart. So you can put your hand on your heart, like you can try it now. Yeah. You can put your hand on your heart, and then you breathe in and you breathe out. And it could be like, it can be really deep breathing. Yeah. So it's like, breathe in, breathe out. And you picture that the breath is flowing from your heart. So you don't have, like, when you are thinking about this, you don't have focus on your breathing, but you have it on your heart. And when you have focus on your heart, you will not have focus on your mind, and you will not have focus on everything that can happen. Yeah. So, okay, let's try this. Heart focus breathing. Breathe in. Breath is flowing through your heart. And breathe out. Your breath is going through your heart. Okay. And let's do it one more. So you just picture. So everything, like your breath, when you are breathing in, when you're breathing out, picture yourself. Yeah. You put the hand here, and then picture that your breath is flowing in and out of your chest area. Because when you put your focus on your heart, it stays there. Yeah. And when you think about, for example, you can think, oh, this is going to be the best possible interview, that I ever had, or I will have the best time ever, or this person will be amazing. When you set the intention and when you do heart focused breathing, you will instantly feel this relief. Okay, you can put it in the chat. You can try it now. You can put it in a chat if you already feel something. But this is, for example, like my favorite technique, because I'm not afraid of facing, I don't know, like even millionaires, billionaires, or whatever. Of course, I have huge respect for everyone. everybody, but I have a lot of for example, interactions and a lot of communication with, in a way, very important people. I don't care. We are all human beings. We are all human beings. And what you also can imagine, what you can picture, yeah, that this person, whether is a company owner, whether is a HR person, recruiter, whatever, this person, wake up in the morning and he or she brushes his or her teeth, yeah, and then walk the dog, make coffee, and then start the day like they are completely normal people. And then they go into the company and they play this role like HR or company owner or whatever. They don't wake up in the morning with the thought, oh my God, today somebody is coming, to the on the interview. I will make his or her life miserable. This is like the biggest goal in this day, that I will make this person day miserable. No, it's not like that. Like they have their own world, they have their own challenges, they have their own issues. So whenever you are interacting with somebody, do not think that you are the center of their universe, because you are not. They don't care about your mistakes or whatever. If you will not put focus on that, they will not care about it. Okay, just relax, just have fun, and just get as much information as possible that they will benefit you. Okay, in an interview, like I said, it's not interrogation, it's a two-way communication. And I really encourage you that you ask as many questions as possible. Like, okay, you don't have to be like, oh yeah, what about this, what about this, what about this? Yeah, it's like, just let it, like, the energy needs to be aligned. Yeah? But you have to, for example, you have to just picture, yeah, picture yourself like, okay, if I get this job, how will my day look like? Yeah. And you can ask that. So whoever is working on this position and is leaving, or, if this is a new position, what do you think, like, how his or her day will look like? And they can, paint this picture, and you will see, oh my God, this is not something I would like to do. Yeah. Or, wow, this is amazing. Yeah, just tell me more. So what is it? What do you expect? Like, do you think that I could be appropriate candidate? This is a really powerful question. Like when you are in interaction, with a recruiter or HR person or whoever, it's like, do you think so, based on what you heard, do you think that I could be appropriate candidate for this position? And then, like the ball will be rolling and you will play this really, really cool game. And it's not like, oh, they will ask you a question and you will be like, oh, shit, I have to, like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. No, just say it. Just be who you are. And you know what? If on the other side, there will be a person who will not respect you, who will not respect for who you are, who will not respect your experiences, who will not respect your time, or, the ability, like the not the ability, but your wish, to express yourself, then you know what? You don't want to work with them. You don't want to work in that kind of company, because there definitely is a team, there definitely is, an environment where you can thrive. You don't have to be there just to survive, you can thrive there. There are some steps to get there. But if we are talking about the interview today, and like all the communication, I really, really, really want that, if anything that you will take from today's webinar, that this is the fact that everything is happening on unconscious level. What you are saying, yeah, it's important, of course, but more important is what kind of energy you are emitting, what who are you presenting. And also, I'm pretty sure a lot of people who are listening to this or who will be listening to this, you know yeah, maybe you have ability to feel other people's energy. And you like when you walk into the, like when you walk into the office, or when you log in, to a Zoom call or any other, for example, like a virtual tool, for a meeting, you can feel it in their eyes. You can feel it, like, like based on their face or whatever, or like the tone of their voice. You can feel it. And trust me, it has nothing to do with you. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Nothing. Yeah. It has nothing to do with you. Like if you say something or whatever that maybe triggers the other person or whatever, but it has nothing to do with you. It has to do with them, because they are responsible for their own reaction and their own perception, how they see you. And you are responsible for your own reaction and for your own perception and for your own, yeah, responsibility, how you present yourself. Okay? Okay, next question. What should we focus on most when talking about ourselves during the interview? Okay. Oh, yeah, this question, like, oh, tell me about yourself. Yeah. So it's like, the thing is that whoever invited you, yeah, to an interview, they probably saw your CV. So do not repeat stuff on your CV, because you will waste the valuable time. Yeah. You just ask, like, okay, based on information that I have about this company, okay, cool, then I will present myself as a solution. But they want to see who you are as a person. Okay. And of course then you can connect with that you are also solution. For example, oh my god, I'm so enthusiastic and so passionate about, I don't know, AI. Yeah. Like artificial intelligence. So I see, like I'm doing a lot of stuff with chat gpt, and I see that that could be really helpful, in this position. Or like, I'm so passionate about environment, and your company is contributing a lot. And it's like, just say who you are. Don't say like, oh, I was born, I live there, oh, my mom is there, my dad is there. What? It doesn't matter. Yeah. Who you were in the past. Just present yourself, who you are in this very moment, and who you want to become, and how this company can help you that. Okay. So you focus the interview, you focus most of the time, you focus on who you want to become and who you are at this moment, not who you were in the past. Okay. But you can connect, of course, with information that is beneficial also to this company. What if the things company promises during the interview are just lies? How do I communicate that when I'm new to the company and doesn't come off as a brat? Yeah, awesome. You will never, never, never come off as a brat if you will express your like opinion. Yeah. And of course, it needs to be like proven facts. Like, I don't know, how do you know that they are just lies? Yeah. If they are just lies, then just ask them, like, okay, so like, how will I know that this will happen? And you don't have to, how to say, you don't have to tell them, oh yeah, I know something. Yeah. I read something that this is not true or whatever. Don't put them in uncomfortable position. Don't put them in uncomfortable position. The energy needs to be aligned. But the thing is, like, what I really, really also encourage everyone, when you get the offer, when you start, for example, a new job, yeah, everything, everything that you communicate, what you will get. For example, oh yeah, now for the first 3 months or first 6 months, you will do this and this and this, and then after 6 months, you will do this and this and this. Please, 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 please make sure that it's written in email or it's written in the contract, because words, they stay words. Yeah. If they're not written, you have no proof. You can trust, But a lot of things can change. A lot of things, for this person who will promise you something, a lot of things can change in that 3 or 6 months. And you have absolutely no power to change that, because it will change in their reality. And that's why it will change also in yours, because you are depending on them. But if you write it down in an email, in a contract or whatever, or a document or whatever, you have something in your hand. Yeah. So you can depend on. Okay. How important it is to ask questions to the interview at the end. I never know what to ask, but don't want to look like I'm uninterested, unprepared. Like I said, just ask, for example, how will my day look like? Who is going to be my boss? Like what is there anything else that I should know about this position? What are your plans for the company? Just express what do you want to do, and how do you want to contribute. You can just ask. Look, I have absolutely no idea. Like this journey that I'm just, like I started, I have absolutely no idea what is waiting for me. But I really want to work, in an environment that, is supported, that I'm supported, that I can thrive. So can you do that? Like, can you honestly say, like, what can I expect from you? I'm 100% available, or like I'm 100% willing to contribute my energy and my time, to the goals of the company. But like, are we on the same page? Just be honest with it. And all the questions, yeah, at the end, it's like it should come from your heart. Yeah. Not it's like, oh, I need to ask this, I need to ask this, I need to ask this. Oh, I read this article, I should ask this. No, if you don't feel the question, don't ask the question. But what you need to know is just like, don't be afraid. It's a conversation, you know? Like you would be surprised to hear, like, or when you will, if you realize that also, on the other side, sometimes like recruiters or HR people, like they are very nervous because they don't know who will they meet. And if somebody will ask them questions that they will feel uncomfortable, it can also, disrupt the energy. So just make sure, that, you have fun, and you can be a little bit like, you can use a little bit of humor, and, just be relaxed and be comfortable in who you are. Just focus on who you are and who you want to become, of course, because we are always developing, not who you think they want you to be. Okay. Okay. I think that we will have to wrap this up, because yeah, my battery is, let me see. I think it's okay. I still have, let's say, 10 minutes. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that it will be 10 minutes. But if you have more questions, just, let's roll this, let's keep it going, because I really like when you are asking question, and when I can provide answer from this different perspective. And whatever I'm saying, this is only one perspective. I know it's working, because I'm doing that, and I'm also helping a lot of people, but it's only my perspective. If you don't feel like, if you don't feel comfortable, with what I'm saying, just leave it. There's an answer, there's a solution somewhere else for you. But if you feel it, use it, because it's going to be amazing if it comes from your heart, of course. Um, okay. Any other question? We can maybe try, or okay. What do you think about nonverbal communication and our body language? How important it is? Yeah, it is important. It's definitely important, but it's not like, oh yeah, and I heard that I shouldn't be like this, or I shouldn't cross my legs, or I shouldn't, for example, like do something with my fingers. Sorry about the language. That's bullshit. Be who you are. If you are comfortable, but like I said, do not radiate the energy as like, you know what, I'm the boss here. just tell me what you have, and yeah, I don't care what you're saying. No, it's not like that. Don't be like that. Just be comfortable with who you are. Like, because if you will be comfortable, you will be radiating the energy that will attract, you know, also like this positive vibration. Also, on the other side, a person will feel comfortable. Okay. But the body language, like when you, for example, I don't know, like I have this what else? Ah, yeah, for example, on pictures, yeah, like when you see my photo on LinkedIn, yeah, a lot of people are like, yeah, if you have like this, you are closing up. I don't agree with that. It's just like, I'm like this. I'm relaxed. I can laugh. I can be humorous. I can be a stand-up comedian, and I can have, um, my arms like that. So do not believe everything what you read. Okay. It is very, very, very important nonverbal communication, especially on energy level. Like I said, what kind of energy are you emitting? So, and this is really important so that you say what you think. Because if you will be saying something, but you will be thinking something else, and your energy will emit that, you will radiate that kind of energy, well, that's a recipe for disaster. Okay. Do not do that. And also when you will see that somebody is doing this, it's like, okay, I'm not really sure if that's the person that, I want to talk to at this point, or I want to work with this company, because they're not completely honest. But nonverbal communication, body language, like body language, for example, I don't know, what else, is like, okay, if you are nervous, yeah, if you're looking up, for example, yeah, that's, it can be confusing for somebody like on the other side, because maybe they say like, oh yeah, now he's, trying to think of the answer. It's like, yeah, he probably will lie about it. Huh? Just try to keep eye contact. That's like super, super important. But don't stare like this. Yeah. do not do not scare people away. Just, yes, do not be, exaggerating in anything. But also do not be a robot. So it's like, yeah, you have to be like this, like, because I read an article that it says I have to be like this. I cannot put my hand up, whatever. It's like, I'm playing with my hair, or, like, it doesn't really matter. When you have the right energy, when you have the right content, when you are saying, what you are thinking, like, the body language, I don't know, like, I can do this, whatever, but you will be still listening to me. You will not think, oh, she's crazy, she she belongs into a mental institution because she's like, oh, on video or whatever. So yeah, that's my suggestion. During COVID, I had some online interviews. They went okay, but now I started looking for a new opportunity and have live ones. Any advice to handle them better? Yeah. Don't be afraid. Make sure that the energy is aligned. Do not let that you feel in subordinate, like this submissive position, that you feel less work. And every time when they ask you, just give an answer, but also ask, like, it's a conversation. It's not like, so tell me about yourself, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So what are your experiences? Blah, 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 blah. Like, every time when you finish something, like, okay, tell me about yourself. Da, 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 this, I'm this and this and this. Okay. So this is something, that I think is really important for this position. But would you like to know anything else? Like, would you like to know about my hobbies or whatever? Like, it should be conversation flowing, and also heart focus breathing. Yeah. How far heart focus breathing, and you can check also heart math. There are a lot of techniques, and also on my LinkedIn, I'm writing a lot in my newsletter as well, about these techniques, and you can check them out. And set the intention. Set the intention before any interaction or before the interview. Just ask yourself, what do I want from this interview? Like, how do I want to feel in this interview? I want to feel respected. I want to feel, confident. I want to feel, I want to have fun. Just have fun, 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 joy, excitement. Okay? Do not be scared. Just, no, get rid of those negative emotions because you are creating those negative emotions. Nobody from outside is creating that. Okay? All right. I cannot believe we are 40 minutes into the webinar and my battery is still on. Um, okay. Yeah, I mean, of course, it's really it's a challenge, when you switch from online to for example, from online interviews to in-person interviews, because it's like you are there. Yeah, a person can see you there, a person can feel you there, and you think, oh my god, I'm sweating, like he or she will see or notice or whatever. No. Don't put stress on yourself. Like I said, the saying, where your focus goes, the energy flows. So put your focus on the things that you want to happen. Yeah, not the things that you don't want to happen. And if you feel uncomfortable, during the interview, it's like, oh my god, I feel a little bit nervous, yeah, don't apologize, but it's like, yeah, I'm feeling a little bit nervous, but I'm working, like I'm using also these techniques to to reduce this anxiety or whatever. Just like, be honest about how you feel, be honest about who you are, be honest about what you want to do. Yeah. That's yeah, I think that we can wrap this up because I think that there was so many information and so many amazing, amazing questions. So before I disappear from this screen, I would really, really like to thank you, everyone. And whoever is watching now live or whoever is watching the recording, yeah, you have to know you are freaking amazing. You are so special. You have unique abilities. You have unique talents that nobody in the world has. You just have to discover them. Yeah. And it's a journey. It's a journey. You are never alone on this journey, whether it's like job searching, whether it's, like working already in the company as an employee, whether it's going on your own like business path, as an entrepreneur, you are never alone. Never, 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 never alone. And it's super important to realize, to be aware of energy communication. Energy communication. Words, of course, they have vibration, but so does our energy. Okay, so let this be everything for today. Thank you very much for your attention. Hopefully, you will have, not hopefully, but I wish you that you have a fantastic day and the rest of the week. And I'll see you next month. Bye. Thank you.